A good woman always wins, no matter what she's been. Good morning, Markins. How you doing today? Good morning, Turkster. How are you doing today? Come on in, come on in, come on in. It's about to be a amazing morning. Olami Plenty, good morning. How are you doing this morning? VK Bond, good morning. How are you? Dark Beauty, good morning. How are you doing this morning, Dark Beauty? Cabinet, good morning. Moon Beauty, good morning. How are you doing this morning? It's a beautiful Friday morning. It's Friday. It's Friday. I made it. You made it. It's Friday. It's Friday. We made it. It's a beautiful Friday morning, and I am feeling blessed. If you are feeling blessed as well, drop a one in the chat. It's a beautiful Friday morning, and I am feeling blessed. If you are feeling blessed as well, just drop a number one in the chat. Class is officially about to get started. Hey, Oxygen. Good morning. Hey, Sunny. Good morning. How you doing? King James. Good morning. Lima. Good morning. Luna. Good morning. The actual Paul. Good morning. Trey. Good morning. How y'all doing this morning? It's a beautiful Friday morning. Abundance. Good morning. Thank you, Sunny. Good morning. Faith. Good morning. How you doing this morning? Ronald. Good morning. Bachir. Good morning. How y'all doing this morning? Vanessa, good morning. MBA, good morning. Mandy, good morning. Is it Fahira Cakes? Did I get it right? Good morning. How you all doing this morning? Now, if you hear a good morning, courtesy demands that you say good morning in return. If you hear a good morning and you are coming into my classroom, courtesy demands that you say a good morning in return, even if it's afternoon, evening, or night. Just say hi, say hello. Hey, Lula, it's evening in Australia. That's beautiful, right? A greeting deserves a greeting. We have home training, right? Our parents taught us that when we get into other people's rooms, other people's houses, we should say hi, we should say hello. So don't be coming into my room being all quiet. Hey Hamdi, how you doing this morning? Good morning, May. How are you? JQ, beautiful. Good afternoon. How you doing today, JQ? Kobe, good morning. How you doing this morning? Hello. Mercy, good morning. Funky, good morning. So if you can hear me loud and clear, drop a number one in the chat. Adekunle, good morning. Free her. Good morning. How you doing this morning? You all be coming up with the funniest names. You all be coming up with the funniest names. You're good, good. Murphy, good morning. Walid, good morning. How you doing this morning? So everybody should be dropping a one in the chat. And then today, I want to teach you how to build your second stream of income. Just the way that I built my second stream of income, that became my major stream of income. So if you are ready to learn how to build your own digital gold from the phone that you hold in your hand, I want us to get the likes up to 2,000. Let me grab my second phone. I want us to get the likes up to 2,000. So as you are joining, you should be tapping on the screen so we can get the likes up to 2,000. The moment we get the likes up to 2,000, the class is officially going to begin. Now, you will want to pay attention, grab a notepad, because as you can see, I talk a lot. but I talk for good. Because one of my students that joined my live the other day, she said, Coach, I joined your program in February and I am up to $65,000 that I have made from my phone. So if there's somebody you want to listen to right now, it will be me. Another one of my students is about to hit her first $1 million in sales by the end of this year. She's already at $700,000. So if there's somebody you want to listen to, it will be this girl, this black girl with tribal marks and an open teeth that she refuses to fix. It will be me. So the first thing you should be doing right now is tap on the screen so we can get the likes up to 2,000. The moment we get it up to 2,000, we're going to start the live. Okay. I see Murphy is liking. Murphy is a good student. The people that that are going to win, I already see it in their character, because the people that are going to win, it doesn't take them a lot to follow instructions. But you see, the people that are going to be dragging are the people that listen to instructions, but they never do anything. So don't let that be you. Samaya, good morning. How you doing today? Rose, good morning. Jovial, good morning. How you doing this morning, Samaya? We need to get the likes up to 2,000. We are at 700 likes right now. It doesn't take that much. You just tap in on your screen, tap in on your screen. Okay. We need to get the likes up to 2,000. Tisma, how you doing this morning? Arafa, good morning. How are you? Murphy, thank you for the likes. Murphy said, I'm going to be listening and paying attention, because the difference between poor people and wealthy people is not being smart. It is not information. It is speed. The people that train their brain to move quickly when they receive information, those are going to become the successful people. The people that are like, no, you're just trying to get your engagement up. Yes, I'm getting my engagement up, but I'm also helping you to train your brain to move fast. So you're right both ways. Wa alaikum salam, Samaya. You're doing good. That is good. Okay, JQ said, oh, I'm going to be tapping on the screen to like, right? I'm not going to be a looker and a lurker. So if you're just joining, good morning. Today, I want to teach you how to build your second stream of income using digital gold. So if you are just joining and you haven't said hi, you haven't said hello, that is the first thing you should be saying in my life. Because I know your parents raised you right. They told you when you get into the room, when you get into the house, when you get in at work, you say good morning, you say hi, you say hello. You're in a classroom right now. So what you're going to do, you're going to say hi, hello, good morning, good evening, good night, whatever it is for you. Hi, Vivian, how you doing this morning? And then the next thing you need to do is tap on the screen, right? And let's get the likes up to 2,000. Tap on the screen and let's get the likes up to 2,000. That's all you need to do. Thank you, Amira. Thank you so much. Good morning. Good morning, Muffy. Okay, user 297, welcome. Dot joined. You're becoming late. You want to sit down. Jeremy, you're coming in at the right time, but you all need to sit down. So if you're hyper focused on what I'm about to teach you in the next 30 to 45 minutes, I want you to say up, because in 2026, you are going up, not on the scale, but on your bank balance. If that is you, in the chat. Now, a lot of you all have been scrolling on social media, and you keep seeing people saying, "Oh, I made $10,000 this month. Oh, I made $50,000 this month. Oh, I made $77,000 this month. Oh, I made my first $2,000 online." And you are curious to know, how are they doing it? Because you've been working hard all your life and you're not making no $50,000 month. If you're curious to know how are they doing it, I want you to drop a 1 in the chat. If you're curious to know, but not just curious, you actually want to execute, I want you to drop a 1 in the chat. Wealthy, welcome. How you doing? Chi Worthy, how you doing today? Okay, so Murphy said, I want to know, right? Amira said, I want to know. Kobe said, I want to know. Ola said, I want to know. Vivian said, I want to know. Okay, only 4 people want to know. Only 4 people want to know. The others, they want to watch us make money. Okay. So for all the people that dropped the 1 in the chat, 2026 is about to be our best year ever. Regardless of what the economy says, we are going to build our own economy. So nobody is telling us when we get paid, how much we get paid, and when we get a raise. If that is you, drop a 2026 in the chat. 2026, we are taking laws into our own hands legally. We are going to create a system so nobody is telling us when we get paid, how much we get paid, and when we get a raise. Because you all want to know what your paycheck is. Your paycheck is permission to stay broke quietly. Who's tired of staying broke quietly? Your paycheck is permission to stay broke quietly. And there is no such thing as job security because the job that you work for is somebody else's business and they can choose to sack you at any time. That is why millions of people are losing their jobs and they're getting replaced with AI. But before they replace us, we are going to replace them with our second stream of income. So if that is you, drop a two in the chat so I know I have the right people in the room. Because you're not lazy and you don't hate work. You just hate being owned by it. You hate the feeling of you can't get to do what you want to do at what time you want to do it. You have to wait on somebody to give you permission. That is what you hate. So we are going to fix that today. So here's what we're going to do. You are going to learn how to build your own digital gold. I'm going to teach you in the next 45 minutes. If you got digital gold, I want you to comment gold in the chat. If you got that word digital gold, I want you to comment gold in the chat while I chug down my water because this water has to go in the next 1 hour. Good morning, Amdi. How you doing today? Okay. I only see 3 people drop gold. Everybody else wants to stay broke. You all don't want to learn how to make money from the comfort of your home. You don't want to learn how I made multiple six figures in less than a year using this strategy. You don't want some digital gold. That's why it's not for everybody. Some people are going to look, some people are going to learn. So, for the people that want to learn, you're going to do 3 things for yourself today, not for me, but for yourself. Drop a 3 in the chat. I can't wait to get it. How you doing today? Aliza, how you doing today? B Paz, Shadow, how you doing today? Everybody drop a 3 in the chat. Here are the 3 things that is going to get you the best from this class today. The number one thing you're going to do is listen, meaning laser focus. O ma fa eti e, o ma fi gbọ́ mi dáadáa. You're going to pull your right ear and you're going to listen to me attentively as if you paid $10,000 to be in this classroom. So if you got that, I want you to put listen in the chat. The number 2 thing that you are going to do for yourself today is take notes. Let me show you evidence. You want to be wealthy. You want to be comfortable. You want to be able to put your bills on automation. See, look at my raggedy notes. Look at my raggedy notes. Why? Because anywhere I am, the next available thing is what I'm going to use to take notes. I don't care if I grab a pen, a marker, or a pencil. I'm taking notes. Why? Because note takers are money makers. So if you want to make money that you have never made before, you have to take notes that you have never taken before. Can somebody put notes in the chat? Any is it any consola? Any consola said, me, I'm taking notes. I don't know about you all. You can be watching and be looking and be looking, but I'm gonna be taking notes. Okay. So the number 3 thing that you're going to do, unlike what you always do, you're going to take immediate action. Do you all want to know the difference between poor people and wealthy people? If you want to know, drop a 1 in the chat because I can tell you the difference right now. The reason why you've been struggling for a long time, even though you work hard, even though you have a prestigious job, even though you get paid weekly, you get paid bi-weekly, you get paid monthly, and you still feel broke and broken and frustrated, I'm going to tell you why. Because you're always moving slowly. The difference between poor people and rich people is not information. It's not smartness. It's not intelligence. It's because they move quickly. They move even when they're unsure. They move even when they're unclear. They move messy and they learn as they go. That is the difference. The reason why you're stuck is because you keep procrastinating. And if that is you, say me. And if you're never doing that again, because you want to claim it, I want you all to comment never again. Because procrastination is the assassination of prosperity. You are literally killing your own prosperity. Okay, Kobe said never again, because that is what's going to keep you poor. So, in this class, whatever I tell you to do, you are doing it quickly. If that is you, comment speed in the chat. If that is you, comment speed in the chat. Murphy said never again, because it's not your village people, it's your procrastination. Okay, so let's test the level of your speed. I realize that only one person has shared this live out to their loved ones. Let's get the shares up to at least 33. Let's test your speed. Let's get the shares up to at least 33. Now, some of you all don't know how to share. I don't see, but I came on TikTok, I didn't know how to do nothing. Okay, so I'm not going to judge you for not knowing how to share, but I'm going to teach you how to share. So next time you can share. Okay, so here's how to share. I'm opening up my TikTok. I don't know why it's asking me to sign in again. That's weird. Oh, I changed this phone because I left my phone in the rain. I left my second phone in the rain, so it messed up. And thank God I had an extra new phone at home. Okay, so let me show you all. And if you haven't followed me, I'm sorry to say this, but you're putting yourself at risk to be scammed. You cannot be broke and be scammed at the same time. But there are like 30 fake accounts of me, like 30, literally. There are like 30 fake accounts. So if you haven't hit the plus sign right on top of my head to follow me, you might get scammed because people are quick to buy lies than the truth. I am the truth. Anybody else that gets into your DM apart from me is a lie, and they're going to look exactly like me. The only difference is I have like 110,000 following. They probably have less than 20,000. Okay. So here's how to share. You are going to long press on your screen, count to 3 seconds, and then the people that you follow is going to pop up right here. And then you're going to hit the send, hit the send. You're going to continue to hit the send until we get to 33 cents. We are at 10 cents right now. If you want me to show that again, just drop a one in the chat and I'll show it again. I told you, when you find me, I'm going to bless you with something that you can learn and execute immediately. You're never going to go home empty when you find me. It's almost impossible. I can't even help it. I can't even hoard information if I wanted to try. So, Ocean Buddy, touch on your phone and count 3 seconds. After that, you're going to see the people that you follow and just hit the send, and you're going to go down the list. You're going to go down the list. You're just going to continue to hit the send down the list until we get to 33 shares. Until we get to 33 shares. Remember, success loves speed. So the people that are doing it with speed right now, those will be the same people that will do their own stuff with speed. It's not about just your stuff. It's about training your brain to listen to direction and follow it immediately. Wa alaikum assalam, love. How you doing today? Welcome, welcome, welcome. If you're just joining in, I want you to comment late in the chat. You're a little bit late because I already told you that you need to grab your notepad, you need to listen attentively, and you need to act quickly because the difference between poor people and wealthy people is speed. They move even when they move even when they are unsure. Overthinking will leave your bank account on overdraft. You don't want to do that to yourself. Okay. So I'm going to introduce myself before we get the class started, and I'm going to allow you all to introduce yourself in the chat. You're going to introduce yourself with two things. Can somebody drop a two in the chat? You're going to introduce yourself with two things. I want to make sure you all are listening and I'm not talking too fast because I tend to talk fast by nature. So, number one thing is where you're joining from. So, let's say, for example, I would say Michigan, right? Nurse. I want to know where you're joining from and your occupation. If you're a stay at home mom, say stay at home mom. If you're unemployed, put unemployed because you just lost your job. We're about to create another stream of income so you don't have to find another job. So, hello everyone. My name is Coach Idaya, and I am a serial entrepreneur. I started doing business since I was 16. I'm 44. I've helped over 3,000 women, hardworking women like you, start their own online business, their own digital gold from scratch. Okay. I have a clothing brand called Cover Me Cutie. I'm wearing it right now. I started this clothing brand with an $85 sewing machine. Can somebody put $85 in the chat? Somebody donated, sorry, I take that back, $80. Somebody donated an $80 sewing machine to me when I got to the United States. And that was the foundation of my multi six-figure clothing brand. Okay? Your current situation is not your permanent destination. If that is you, say me in the chat. And where you are going is not determined by where you are today. I'm a true definition of I am not a product of my environment. I came from a small village in Nigeria. I'm living more than that, way more than the average American. Why? Because I refuse for people to put me in a box. When I got to the United States, they told me that I was wrong for four things. They said my skin is too dark. I got an African accent. I got tribal marks on my face. I got multiple children, so it's going to be difficult. And I'm wearing hijab, so that's going to be a problem. So, because they decided they're not going to give me a seat on the table, I decided to create my own table. Now I'm inviting you to come sit with me at my table so we can build our own economy. So nobody is telling us when we get paid, how much we get paid, and when we get a raise. So if you're ready for the seat at the table, I want you to drop a me in the chat. So, like I said, I have multiple businesses. I have physical businesses and digital businesses, but there's only one business that can give you 90% profit, and that will be your digital gold that we're talking about today. So, if you want to start your second stream of income that is going to give you 90% profit, I want you to drop a 90 in the chat. Now, if you only have one stream of income, I used to be a burnt out broke nurse. One is too close to none. The reason why you're feeling empty right now is because you are doing too much for too less. You are being owned by your job. That is why you feel empty. 2026, we are filling your cup up. Can somebody put cup in the chat? Because if we fill your cup up, if you get full of yourself, you'll be able to be overfull and then you'll be able to share your overfull cup. Thank you, Dominic. Your overfull cup, just like Oprah Winfrey said, she said, be full of yourself. So you're overflowing because when you overflow, you can share. You cannot share what you don't have. Okay. So you want to start building your digital gold. There are three things you need to build that digital gold. You probably already have two of them. Make sense? What are the three things that you all need? Drop a three in the chat so I can list it for you. I told you all to grab your notes because an average human being needs to see information at least 7 times before it makes sense once, especially if you're over the age of 35. So the number one thing you need is your phone. One of my girls, she sent me the amount of money she made from her phone during her break while still working her 9 to 5. She said, Idaya, you won't believe this. I decided to use my phone to talk to my audience in my car on my lunch break from work. I said, okay. And within 1 hour, in less than 1 hour, I made 1,001 pounds. Your phone is your next income stream if you listen to me. Your phone is going to be the reason why your children get a legacy from you, and not student loan, and not debts, and not mortgages. 2026, we're building systems that is going to replace us because we are tired of being the one that is always working on our back. So you need your phone to do that. It's either your phone, your laptop, your iPad. I do not care. You need a gadget. So if you have that, drop a number one in the chat. If you have that, drop a number one in the chat so I know you have it. You have a phone and you have access to data, because there's no way you're going without data. There is absolutely nowhere you're going without data. Okay. So I lost all my images with my other phone that just got messed up. That's okay though. Okay. Okay, cool. So the number two thing that you need, is something that you are very good at. Now, listen to me. Some of you all know you have skills. Some of you all know you don't have skills. You think you know that you don't have skills. Every human being has a skill. If my 9-year-old can do this, you absolutely can do this too. So I want to know, what are you very good at? That is a skill set. If you're very good at something at work, if you're very good at something at home, if you're very good at something with your children, with your husband, with your family, let me give you all examples. Some of you all are very good at yapping. Somebody just made $1.8 million in 72 hours teaching other people how to yap. And just in case you're wondering, what do you mean by yap? Talking on camera. Some of you all, naturally, people come to you for marriage advice, for children rearing advice, for picking school advice. Some of you all are very good with your hands. Like you're the one that will do the interior design for a wedding. You're the one that will do the event planning because you're very good at organizing. Now, your number two thing is a skill. If you know for a fact that you have a skill, some of you are very good at cooking. If you know that you have a skill, drop a number two in the chat. If you don't, make sure you listen to me to the end of this live, because I'm going to come up with amazing ideas that you can steal my idea. Okay. So Bal Lady said, I have a skill. Okay. Oluwabukola said, I have a skill. Samaya said, I have a skill. Okay. 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 So number three thing that you need, as you can see on my Geeky said, I have a skill. Okay. So number three thing that you need is a formula. You need a copy and paste strategy. Now, this is where I'm gonna drop people off. This opportunity is not for everyone. Let me tell you exactly who it's for. If you do not know how to copy and paste, this opportunity is not for you. So let me give you an example of what I mean by copy and paste. If I give you my multi six-figure strategy, I literally use the same formula to make my first $100,000. My first $100,000 in 6 months. The same formula I used. It's the same formula that one of my students used to make 65,000 since January. She started with me in February. Another one of my students used it to make $700,000. She started with me like 6 months ago. If I give you that formula, can you copy and paste? This is a yes or no question. If you can't, you can exit because it's not for you. If you can, I want you to comment yes in the chat. Not just by words, but showing you step by step. Then you're going to do this, then you're going to do this, and this is how you're going to market it, and this is how you're going to package it, and this is the system you're going to build so you can make sleep money step by step. Good. Okay, good. So I have the right audience. I have the right audience. Now, if your goal is also not to become rich, you need to get out of my live. We do not want no continuous broke energy. We have more than enough of that in this world. We need women, strong, powerful, hardworking women that can make way more money than they're making right now, so we can help others out that cannot, they don't have the resources. Some people don't even have drinking water. We need to help them out. Some people are going through war. We need to help them out. Some people are on a hospital bed. They cannot make money. We need to help them out. So we need able people like us to help the people that are struggling. But if you don't overflow, there's no way you can share. Make sense? Okay, good. So I know you've heard it before, but I'm going to say it again. The money you make is determined by your brain. If you want to see where your mindset is right now, so you know what to fix, you can see it on your phone. Y'all want me to tell you where you're going to go check for it? Are you all ready? Are you sure you are ready to check? If you're ready, drop a one in the chat. I can show you right now where to go on your phone to see the result of your brain, how your brain works, how your mindset works, how small you dream, how small you think, how small you move. Okay. Go to your bank app. Open up your bank app. Check your bank balance. Those numbers are the result of your mindset. Nobody did that. It was not your village people, it was you. Because you keep thinking small, you keep believing small, you keep doing everything small, so your bank account stays small. Because the last time that I checked, God said He created everything for us in abundance. So if you are not getting it, it's not about God, it's about you because He already gave it to us. It's low hanging fruits. You just don't know how to get it, but it's okay. That's why you're here today because we're going to fix that mindset. So there are three things you need to do today to fix that mindset. Number one thing is if you keep thinking that if you continue to exchange time for money, you're going to eventually be wealthy, you're going to stay broke. Because exchanging time for money is what's keeping you poor right now. You need a system that doesn't determine if you show up or you are sick. If you're on vacation or you're running around with the kids, you should be able to make money 24 hours a day. Can somebody put 24 in the chat? So you build an automated system that makes you sleep money because if you have to be present to be paid, you are going to be poor. I'm just saying. 24/7. Okay. So exchanging time for money is the result of your bank account. And you know, numbers are the best things to check when you want to know where you're at, regardless of what you're doing. That's why you don't like getting on the scale. That's why I don't like getting on the scale because numbers will tell on you. Okay. So, number two is exchanging your income, exchanging your energy for money. Do you all realize that when you work at work, after that 8 hour, 12 hour, 16-hour shift, you are burnt out? You can barely say your name. If that is you, because that used to be me as a burnt out nurse, drop a one in the chat. The reason is because as a woman, your body wasn't designed to work that hard. You're working too hard for too little. Now, let's say you were working hard and they were paying you a lot, you would feel better. But the problem is they're paying you too little. You get paid today, you run out of income on Monday. And you've been living that cycle for 7, 17, 27 years. Something has to change. And your phone can help you change it. And we're going to change it in 2026. If that is you, I want you to drop 2026 in the chat. So the last one is the reason why you feel so sad is because you feel owned by your job. Your job tells you when to go to bed, when to wake up and show up at work, how much to spend, when to take a vacation, when you can take a sick leave. If they don't approve it, you can't go. So you feel owned by your job, but you want to be free. If you all want to be free, I want you to comment free in the chat. Here's what people are not telling you. Freedom comes with a lot of expenses. Even freedom itself is not free. You have to pay a price to be free. So in order to be free, you have to put systems in place. While you are busy traveling the world, there's a system that can run and make you money 24/7. Freedom itself is not even free. Okay. So here's the new you. Everybody comment new in the chat. Here comes the new you. Everybody comment new in the chat. Let me move this so my light is not blocking it. Okay, that's better. Everybody comment new in the chat. Hey, Coach E, you are going to stop exchanging your time for money. You're going to start exchanging your brain for money. The things you have in your head is going to make you more money than the energy because your energy is already low. You are going to start making money in your dreams because if you have to be present to be paid, you're going to be poor. That is why you're struggling. And I don't mean literal poor because as a nurse, I wasn't poor, but I was poor. You all get what I mean? I had poor sleep, poor quality of life, poor parenting because I could barely be there for my parents, poor wifing because I could barely be a wife to my husband because I was always drained and struggling to get my stuff done, right? So it's not the literal poor, but it's passing over opportunities kind of poor, a different kind of poors. Okay. But now I can sit in my house and make my whole annual nursing salary in a month, every single month, because of my digital gold that you are learning today. So the number two thing is you're going to start making money in your dreams because Albert Einstein said if you don't learn how to make sleep money, you're going to work until you die. That would not be our portion. Number three, owning and monetizing your brain. Right now, you're renting your brain out to the job that you do. You give them, you rent it out for them. They give you just enough to keep you coming. They give you just enough to stay addicted on your paycheck. We're not doing that no more. Today, you're going to create your second stream of income. Everybody drop a number two in the chat. Today, you are going to create your second stream of income. Everybody drop a number two in the chat. Because one is too close to none. And when you give people permission to feed you, you're also granting them the permission to starve you. Now, do you all remember that I said you need your phone to be able to execute this? Who remembers that? If you remember, drop a one in the chat. You need your phone to be able to execute this. Now, I have older eyes, so I need a bigger screen. I need my laptop. I need my iPad. My phone is not enough. So I want you all to judge by yourself. You know how you are. Okay. There are two apps that you have to download on your phone to be able to monetize your brain, to be able to build your digital gold. App number one, if you know the name, drop the name in the chat. If you don't know, pay attention to the names they're dropping because I know people know. You might be a little behind. That's okay. That's why you found me today because you didn't find me by accident. Nothing happens by accident. So there you go right here. You're going to download this app right here. You see the name. I just pinned it. Now, this app, you are going to use the pro version. Can somebody put pro in the chat? There is the free version, but there's also the pro version. You're going to use the pro version because when you use the free, they're going to give you the old version. When you use the pro, they're going to give you the latest version. You need the latest version to make the latest money. I don't want to hear no excuses. Oh, it's $20. No. You spend $15 on Starbucks coffee every morning, even though you have free coffee at home. That's less than $1 a day to start your business. I don't want to hear no excuses. Okay. So that is tool number one. If you're ready for tool number two, I want you to drop a number two in the chat so we can move on. If you're ready for tool number two, take a screenshot. If you are ready for tool number two, drop a number two in the chat. Okay. Kobe is ready for tool number two. H is ready for tool number two. Costin is ready for tool number two. Queen of Queens is ready for. Okay, cool. So tool number two is this one right here. And I'll tell you what to do with them in a minute. Don't be in a haste. So this is tool number two. If you see the name, write the name in the chat so I can pin it for the people that don't see the name. I'm not here to judge anyone, but just in case you don't see the name, I pinned it. Okay. So this one right here, you're also going to use the paid version. They're going to allow you to start for free, but the paid version is like $15 per month. But you spend $15 every day on ijekuje, on crap food that you have no business eating. Because the last time you checked, I checked, you said you were on a diet. Not here to judge anyone, just here to speak the facts. Okay. So you are going to use these two apps and more. Okay. I don't want to overwhelm you, but you're going to start with these two apps and you are going to build your first digital gold. So, what do I mean by digital gold? I mean digital products like ebooks, like audiobooks, like courses, like coloring books, like journals. You are going to build something that you can use to transfer information from one person to the other. Now, this is one of my earliest digital assets that still make me money till today. When I wrote this book as an ebook, everybody comment ebook in the chat. When I wrote this book as an ebook, I used this white and black app to write it because I'm not good at typing. And I use this blue app to make it pretty because I know people love pretty stuff. I was able to make $7,000 in 3 months while working hard as a nurse because I decided to write my story in a book. Now, I know what you all are thinking about. Ain't nobody want to read a book. Ain't nobody buying no book. Even though you see my bookshelf right here, you're still going to tell yourself nobody wants to read a book. You might be correct though, because I didn't buy all these books just to read the book. You know why people read books and they take classes and they take courses and they listen to audios? Because of the solution inside the book. Can somebody put solution in the chat? Let me give you an example. If you are a mom, you just became a mom and you just brought your baby back home and your baby hasn't slept in 2 weeks. The bags under your eyes is big enough to fly you. Literally, you're losing your mind. This is how people fall into postpartum depression. So you haven't slept in 2 weeks because your child refuses to sleep. Where is the first place that you go to learn more about putting kids to sleep because you're a new mom? Where is the first place that you go to? I want to know. Drop it in the chat. Where do you go? Thank you, Shirley Z. You go to Google, you go to TikTok, you go to Instagram, you go to Facebook, right? You start doom scrolling. So imagine if you were doom scrolling, right? As you were scrolling, you found this page. Let's say she called it the mom page. Everybody comment in the chat. Let's say she called this page the mom page. Everybody comment mom page in the chat. So on the mom page, she created a piece of content, right? And she said, hey, if you are a new mom and you had your first child and you're finding it hard to put your baby to sleep, I have 10 years of experience of taking care of babies. Here are 3 things that you are going to do right now. And she lists the 3 things. And those 3 things, they helped you a little bit, as in your child became a little calm. So the next day you went back to her page and she kept on giving you like clues and tips and tricks. And then one of her videos, she said, and you know what? If you want the full guide so you can start learning today in the next 2 weeks, so your baby starts sleeping through the night for at least 6 to 8 hours, you can click the link in my bio and it's only $27. What do you think that new mom is going to do? Do you think she's going to pay or do you think she's going to pass? What do you think she's going to do? She's already frustrated. She's a single mom. She has nobody around her to help her. The only thing she can depend on is social media. She is going to pay. Now, do you all think she paid because she loves reading books? Or do you think she paid because of the solution to put her baby to sleep? Do you all think she's fond of reading books? Or do you all think she's just paying so she can read the secrets in the book so she can start training her baby? Exactly. People do not buy products, they buy solutions. They buy outcomes. They buy transformation. If this makes sense, I want you to comment, make sense in the chat. So I know we are all on the same page. So she gets on your site, you being my student, getting my formula that I'm about to open up to a few of you to have an opportunity to work with me, right? She opens up your page and she's about to get the ebook, How to Train Your Baby to Go to Sleep 6 to 8 hours in the next 14 days. But before she got that ebook, you said, one more thing before you go. As a busy mom, you might not be able to just read that ebook because you're so busy. Your eyes are tired. What if I gave you the audio version of the ebook as well? And you can get that for only $9.99 because you already got something from me. So I'm going to discount it. Do you all think she's going to pass or do you think she's going to pay? So instead of just reading, she can also listen to the audio while taking care of the baby. Do you think she's going to pay or do you think she's going to pass? Absolutely, Kobe. She is paying because she's going to spend that $10 anyways. Cool. She gets it. Before she leaves, right? You're like, hold on 1 second. I know you feel lonely and I know it's a struggle to be a single mom raising a newborn baby. If you need somebody to talk to, you can book my 30-minute mom to mom, heart to heart discussion time for $49. And you can come talk to me to tell me how you feel so you know you're not alone. Do you think she's going to pay or do you think she's going to pass? Remember, that talk to me is a system. So she can book it at 3 a.m. You just put in the times that you're available. She's going to pay. She just paid you $85. She just paid you $85. 369. Now here's the mistake that a lot of you all make. 369. I saw that comment, but TikTok is not letting it be public. Somebody said, but what if she doesn't have the money? Here is the mistake that a lot of you all make. That is why even if you create a product, you're not gonna sell if you don't fix this mistake. If you all want to know the mistake, just drop a 1 in the chat. If I get at least 20 ones, I'll tell you the mistake. If I don't, we're gonna keep moving. Because you all be making this mistake all the time. That is why you can't make money. Okay. I got like 5 ones. We still need like 15 more. Absolutely nothing, Kobe. I got like 10 ones. We still need 10 more. I told you all, if we don't get to 10, 20, we're just going to keep going. I'm not going to tell you the reason why, even if you create, you're not going to make sales. Okay. We got like 15 now. We need 5 more. Okay. Okay. Come closer. Come closer. If you're close enough, drop a 2 in the chat. And I'm coming closer. If you're close enough, drop a 2 in the chat. And I'm coming closer so you can hear me. If you are close enough, drop a 2 in the chat. Stop thinking for your customers. Why are you already projecting what if she doesn't have money? What is your own with that one? The people that have money will pay. The people that don't have money will pass. But stop thinking for your customers. Did you all get that? Did you all get that? Do you all think Amazon makes 5.4 million every hour from their own pocket? It's from me and you. They make millions every hour. And you're still sitting here thinking, why that she doesn't have money? Why are you thinking for her? Why? The owner of Tesla just became a trillionaire, and you're still thinking, what if she doesn't have money? You're going to be the one that doesn't have the money if you keep thinking like that, because you're projecting your fear on your customer. Move on. Everybody comment, move on. I had to address that real quick. So she pays $87. Let's keep moving. $85. She paid you $85. Now, do you think if you learn from me, you create your digital asset and you learn my magnetic marketing? Because you see me, your new coach, I can sell water to a whale, salt to a slug, and I can sell raid to a cockroach. I can sell salt to Dangote too, that has a salt refinery. I'm very good at what I do. So if you learn the art of marketing, in addition to you solving a problem, you're not going to have a sales problem. My students could testify to this. You are not going to have a sales problem. Okay. So you made $85 from one person. Do you think it's only one person that is going to be seeing your posts? Because I teach you how to create content that converts to cash, not content that you're shaking your behind, not that kind of content, content that gives you money. Do you think only one person is going to see your content? Yes, no, maybe so. Drop it in the chat. Because if one person has already bought $85 from you, high chances that more people are going to go to your website even when you're not looking. So let's say, right? Let's say you did 4 sales a day. Let's say you did 4 sales a day. Can somebody put a 4 in the chat? Just 4. Just 4. Maybe 100 people came to your site, but only 4 people bought. And when they bought everything because it only makes sense. 4 sales, just 4. I make 5 figures a day. I make 5 figures, and that's 10 grand in a day. So if you're still thinking small, that is on you. It has nothing to do with me. Okay. So 4 people come and they buy the $85 package bundle. Everybody come and bundle. You always want to help them more by giving them more to buy. Because if I needed to read an ebook and now I don't need to read it no more because now I can listen to it, you just help me out. If you added a checklist so I know the trends of my baby, so I know what to fix, you just help me out again. If you ask me to book a call with you, you help me out even more because now I can talk to a human. You all know that the more they pay, the more you help. So 4 people came and you made 340 in a day. Can somebody put 340 in the chat? Now, if you are making 340 in a day, which will continue to increase because you're going to get better and better, because you're going to start messy, you're going to start confused, you're going to start unsure, but you're going to start, because the difference between poor people and wealthy people is speed of starting. So you make $340 a day. Some of you all don't even make it from your job in a day, right? You make it from your digital asset. How many times did you have to create the ebook? How many times did you have to create the link that they could use to book your call? How many times did you have to create the audio? How many times? Who's paying attention? Because you just sold it 4 times, but how many times did you have to create it for you to be able to sell it 4 times? One time. One time. Okay. Now, my question is, did you have to be present for that person to check out? So let's say one mom bought it from Australia, another mom bought it from the United States, another mom bought it from London, another mom bought it from Nigeria. You didn't have to be there. You could be sleeping and snoring and stubborn or enjoying your husband in the middle of the night. You could be running around crazy with your kids on the playground. You could be sleeping and taking a nap with your newborn baby. You could be having a baby in the delivery room and you are still getting paid. If this is making sense to you all, I want you all to drop a 1 in the chat. So 4 people came in one day. How many days do we have in a year, class? Because your goal is to make your first $100,000 from your phone in the next 365 days. How many days do we have in a year? Thank you. Thank you. We have 365 days. So guess what we're going to do? 365. You just made $144,000 from the thing you already know. You just made $124,000 from something that you already know. One of my students made this in 1 month. It was actually 144,000 in 1 month from the things that she already knew. So my question for you is, what is stopping you from creating your own stream of income, second stream of income? What is stopping you right now from creating your own digital asset? What is stopping you? What are you waiting on? I really want to know. I really want to know what you're waiting on. Drop it in the chat. Excuse me. Waiting on nothing. So you're going to get started when? So you're going to get started when? When are you going to get started? Thank you. The word now. Kobe is the only one that is going to get started now. Everybody else is going to watch Kobe win. Everybody else is watching Kobe win. Kobe said, waiting for your class to start. Cool. That's acceptable. Kobe is the only one that is going to get started now. Vive said, I'm going to get started now. Right? So inside the formula that I said I'm going to give you to copy and paste, I teach my students not only how to create their digital asset. I have a couple of my students that are already in here. I teach them how to market the digital asset. We only have one simple strategy of marketing. It is called magnetic marketing. You are going to learn how to attract so you don't have to chase. Who's tired of chasing paycheck? Who's tired of chasing their paycheck and chasing customers? When you become a student, you're not chasing customers. Customers are chasing you. Now, some of you are already thinking, but I'm going to want to do this faceless, Coach Hidayah. That is absolutely fine. Faceless doesn't mean humanless. And I teach people how to make mysterious money even while being faceless. Even while being faceless. Because I'm going to teach, it's an extra step. You're going to have to take the extra step. But when you learn the extra step, you're going to use AI to represent you so you don't have to show your face. So you asked a good question. You said how. The how is inside the formula. I know some of you all have already been in the link in my bio looking for the formula so you can become a student. If that is you, be honest, say me. While I was talking, I told you not to get distracted, but you clicked on my picture and you clicked on my picture again and you went to my page and you were looking to sign up for something and you didn't see nothing. You saw a broken link. That wasn't by accident. That was very intentional because I don't want everybody to be my student. I want the hand picked ones, the one that have the solid foundation, that have an idea of what they are doing. Okay. So I'm going to open up some slots in a few minutes, but I want to show you all more examples because I teach my students how to be on the A app. Does everybody know the A app? Does everybody know the A app? If you don't, just drop an A in the chat and I'll show you exactly what I mean. As a matter of fact, let's go there because I'm on my screen today. So the A app, because TikTok is a jealous app, because TikTok is a jealous app, the A app is AMAZON. I teach you how to become an AMAZON partner. Who wants to have their own products inside AMAZON? If that is you, say me in the chat. I have students from all over the world that have their products in here. So remember, you are not selling a ebook. You are not selling a coloring book. You are not selling an audio book. What are you selling, class? Let me see the people that have been paying attention. I've been taking notes. What are you selling? Because if I'm not sure that you know what you're doing, I'm not going to open up any slots. What are you selling? What do people want to buy? Nope. 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 Solution. Solution. Everybody comments solution. You are selling a solution packed in a digital product. The only way they can tap your brain is if you write it down and they can use it. Make sense? You are not selling the book, you are selling the solution. the transformation, the outcome. Okay, cool. So, do we all know that stress is a very common problem? If you feel stressed out just by listening to my annoying voice right now, drop a one in the chat. If you feel stressed out just by sitting here and listening to me, yeah, because stress is an international problem, right? If you feel stressed, drop a one in the chat. If you feel anxious, drop a two in the chat. You go through extreme anxiety, drop a number two in the chat. If you feel like you are depressed, you're thinking, you haven't been medically diagnosed, but you're like feeling depressed, drop a three in the chat. One and two. Okay. Somebody said one, two, three, four. And then Mimo Venture said three, 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 three. Let me tell you, come closer. Come, come. You're not depressed. You're dollar deprived. See, we all know that the economy is hard. Do we all know this as a fact? We all know that the inflation is crazy. Do we all know this? If we know this, drop a one in the chat. But let me tell you what the Yoruba people said so you can learn from our ancestors. They said, and I quote, Ishe, taba guyan ninu ewe, ta sebe ninu epo epa, eni to ma yo ma yo. If you want to know the meaning, drop a 10 in the chat. Taba guyan ninu ewe, ta sebe ninu epo epa, eni to ma yo, o ma yo. Ọlọ́run jẹ́ ká yó. Ah. The Yoruba people said, regardless of if you make your pounded yam that you want to eat in a small piece of leaf like this is your pounded yam. It's really small, like this. And then you make your the sauce that you're gonna use to eat the pounded yam, the soup, and you make it in a nutshell. A nutshell is smaller than this. The people that are going to be full are still going to be full. You know what that means? You have the power to create your own economy. Studies have shown, right, that Nigeria has one of the worst economies in the world. But the same study showed that Nigeria just produced 900 millionaires in dollars this year, and we haven't even finished. So stop lying to yourself. Wake up. When it's your time, it's going to be your time, regardless of what is happening in the world. Prices never decrease, they always increase. Life has never got easier, it always gets harder, but it can get easier for you as an individual if you build your own economy. So nobody is telling you when you get paid, how much you get paid, and when you get raised. I need you all to stop obsessing over the things we can't control. Can we control the market price? Do we get to control that? Do we get to control our student fees, how much we're going to pay for our children? Do we get to control that? Do we get to control the gas price? Because when the gas price goes up, everything, we don't get to control it. We only get to control one thing, our pocket. If we can make more, we can spend more. The reason why it feels that everything is expensive for you right now is you make too little. The solution is make more money. If you make more money when other people are complaining about, oh my God, the gas is $5, you'll be inside. You won't be able to say it out, but you'll be like, Alhamdulillah, 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 Alhamdulillah. Deep down inside you, you'll be saying, thank you, God, inside, because you can't say it out because a lot of people are struggling, but you know you're not. I pray that you get to experience that in 2026. And if you're claiming it, I want you to drop a 2026 in the chat. Regardless of how much you think life is hard, when your time comes, it's going to be crazy easy for you because God can do all things regardless of the time and the age and the space. You can get to put your bills on automation. It's a very good feeling. You can get to send your children to college without taking student loan. It's an excellent feeling. You can get to go to Hajj because Hajj is not for the weak, but people are still going. I need you all to go check out Umrah right now. Millions of people. So, regardless of how hard the economy is, you are going to build your own economy so you can afford stuff. So if we go here, just like I said, you're not depressed, you're just dollar deprived. If you can learn how to make more money, 90% of your sorrows are going to disappear. I make 60K in a month. I bet if you make 60K a month, you won't be depressed. My average is 30K. You make that, you won't be depressed. I need you all to start defining what depression actually looks like. So if you go to the A app and we put stress relief coloring book. So for the people that said, I don't think I have a skill, where are you? Where you are at? For the people that said, I don't think I have a skill, I told you I'm going to have something for you. Where you are at, drop a 1 in the chat because my 9-year-old, my 12-year-old did this. You definitely can do it. And your children can do it as well. I don't have a skill. You have a skill of stress. Angel, is it Angel? Or is it Angele? And I'm trying to say it right. And oh my goodness, Angele. I don't know if it's if it's an African name or if it's an English name, but it's true. You're two. Angel I. Okay, so it's true. You're not busy enough. That's why you're depressed. Like if you keep yourself busy enough, you won't be depressed. But anyways, you can create a stress relief something. If you know a peculiar way of how people can relieve their stress by meditating, by saying special prayers, by coloring a book, studies have shown that art will help you relieve stress. Art will help you relieve stress. I teach you how to create stress relief coloring books. If you don't have any other thing to create a stress relief coloring book. You don't have to be an artist to do it. So I want you all to do the math with me with this one that I saw. This is why I actually started teaching people how to. I was like, oh, this is mind blowing. So look at this stress relief coloring book. This is how the inside looks like. We all can see it. Simple, straightforward. I teach you how to use AI to do it so you don't have to. But what I want you all to focus on today is the reviews. How many 5-star reviews do we see when we count? What's the count? Drop it in the chat real quick before I open up some slots. I really want you all to see the opportunity that you're missing out on. I really want you to understand that you're overthinking it. It's not that hard to make a lot of money. It's hard to stay broke. Okay, so 8,584. Do you all think everybody that bought this coloring book left a review? Every time you buy on the A app or you go to Walmart or you buy from TikTok shop, are you always leaving a review? If you buy 10 outfits, you're leaving 10 reviews because they're all different vendors. No. With my experience of having a clothing brand and other businesses, 1 out of every 10 people leave a review. 1 out of every 10 people leave a review. So what are we going to do? We're going to multiply this by 10 to get like an average of our market number. 85,840 coloring books sold. Okay. Now, you can get the $30 one, but you can also get the $9 one. Do you all think nobody is getting the $30 one because it's so expensive? Why would I pay $30 for a coloring book? It's expensive for you because you don't know how to make a lot of money. Some people know how to make a lot of money. It's not expensive for them. We judge expensive with our pocket, not with the market. Some people are going to buy the $30 one. A lot of people are going to buy the $10 one. Have you ever bought a coloring book for your child before? If you have, drop a 1 in the chat. Have you ever bought? I've bought too many to count. Drop a 1 in the chat if you have ever bought a coloring book for your child or yourself. Drop a 1. Exactly. So if we do let's pretend nobody got the coloring book for the $30. Everybody got the $10 coloring book. Everybody drop a 10 so I know you're paying attention. Drop a number 10 in the chat so I know you're paying attention, because your children and you should be doing this. And I promise you, your children have excellent ideas, probably more than you do. My children be coming up with the most awesome ideas. Okay. So we're going to multiply this by 10 because you said you don't have a skill. How much is this? How much is this? I want you to claim it for yourself. Drop it in the chat. Now, this was created 2.5 years ago, by the way. How much is this? $858,000 and 400. $858,400. That is almost a million from one coloring book. Now, let me bust your bubble even more. It might make your head hurt a little, but that's okay. It's hurting for a good reason. This person, as a faceless brand, has 28 different coloring books for different occasions. Can somebody put 28 in the chat? 28. And they're all doing well for the majority part of it. So imagine how much this person has made. While you are busy breaking your back at work, somebody is on vacation and people are buying coloring books from them because they decided to create it and give it a try. Like I said, the difference between struggling people and thriving people is that the people that thrive, they take risks, they give it a try, they invest in themselves until they hit it. Because if you have never bought a lie, you will never eventually buy the truth. That's what the Yoruba people say. So my question for you is, are you ready to start learning? Are you ready to grab my formula that I'm going to give you, copy and paste so you can get in 3 days, you should be able to get your stuff on and ready to go. If you are ready to become a student of mine today, I want you all to comment the word student in the chat, because I've showed you the possibilities. I've told you what you need to do. I'm about to put up the link so you can actually do it. My screen is lagging this morning. Okay. Kobe says student. Larry says student. I see 2 people that want to be a student today. Okay. Chiworthy says student. So now I need you all I think you all have noticed already. I'm a strict coach. I'm a no nonsense kind of coach. So if you think you are going to get the formula, sit on it and not open it, you're in the wrong room. You might as well not get it. All I said, student, though, you might as well not get it. The number one thing that you're going to do for yourself today, this is what I make all my students do. You are going to promise yourself, because you only have less than 5 months in this year, you are going to stick to the formula that I give you and not to your feelings. You are not trying any other form of business in the next 90 days. You are going to stick to the formula and not to your feelings, because you know how your feelings show up? As fear. The fear to invest, the fear of what if it doesn't work, the fear of what if people don't have money to buy. Like, you all be thinking for your customers. The feelings is going to keep you failing. The formula is going to create you fortunes. So if you are promising yourself to stick to the formula and not to your feelings, I want you to comment promise in the chat. Bombastic Simi, listen, I used to be that nurse that would work that 12-hour shift. I was miserable. Do you all want to know the real reason why there's so much divorce rate? You all are not paying attention. You all are not paying attention. Do you all want to know the real reason why there's so much divorce rate in the West more than there is back home? Y'all want to know why? If you want to know, drop a 1 in the chat, because I'll tell you. Because I've been married for 18 years and I can see through things that you all probably cannot see. It is not what you all think. The real reason why there's so much divorce rate is you don't even have time to build the relationship. When was the last time you and your husband went on a date? When was the last time you and your husband had a marathon, sex time at home? I'm Muslim, I'm a woman, I'm mature. Anything can come out of my mouth because I need to tell you all younger folks. The things that will solidify your marriage, you're not even doing it. And then you wonder why you're out of love because what you are not consistently, intentionally building, you are passively breaking. You're too tired to run the relationship. You come back from work, your husband says, let's go. You're like, leave me alone. I used to be that person that will always come back from work, my nursing job. My children would need my attention. My husband, highly active, will also need my attention. 9 times out of 10, it will be a no because I was too drained. I gave my energy, my time, and my attention to people that can sack me in a blink of an eye. So when you start making money, the goal is not, oh, I just want to be rich. The goal is, I want to live a quality life. Money gives you access to rest. If you're tired, comment tired. Money gives you access to actually enjoy your partner because now you have the energy to do so. Money gives you access to be a better parent, a present parent for your children. It's not just about having money, it's about quality life. Money gives you access to take good care of your parents before they pass away. Good morning, Queen. How you doing today, Ngozi? I'm telling you all, but people don't like to talk about it. It has a ripple effect. You won't always be on survival mode. And you all want to hear something else that nobody's telling you all? Your children are watching, and your children cannot become what they do not see. They see you go to work, your nursing job, every single day. Thank you so much, right? They see you go to work. You work 12, 14, 16 hours. You come back from work, you grab your phone. You call Vivian, your best friend. You're like, Vivian, I'm so sick and tired of this job. You need to see my paycheck. They didn't pay me right. And I was the only nurse on the floor for the whole week. I'm about to quit that job. You have quit for 100 times, but you didn't quit. You call your child to come give you a foot massage because that's how tired you are. Your child is listening on to your conversation. Yeah, I'm sick and tired. Oh my God. And the management, they don't care nothing about us. And guess what? When I asked for a raise, they gave me a 25-cent raise. Your child is listening on to the conversation. She listens to you complain every single day. But you know what you do the next day? You take your tired self to work and you act as if you don't have a plan B, as if you can't create another option. Your children are going to think that is a norm. They're going to copy and paste because your children can only become what they see. They cannot become what they do not see. I want you all in this room, all 82 of you, to become something that your children can rinse and repeat and you can be proud of. Because everything you do is going to look like a no. Oh, mom is always broke, but she always works hard. Mom is always so broke, but she always works hard. She's always complaining. And when we ask my dad for money, he never has money, but he's always tired. And then they're gonna be like, I guess that's what adults do. They go to work, they work hard, and they stay broke. No, no, no. We're not doing that to our children because the poverty curses that we do not break, our children are going to carry it on. Our children are not carrying on no poverty curses. It's going to break on us. It's going to break on you. It's going to break on me. And we are going to show them because they're sponges what to do, not just tell them that they can do it when they don't see you do it. Okay. So I'm going to open up some slots. Okay. And I'm going to allow a couple of you to become my student today. So if you click the link in my bio, you should be able to see you should be able to see the link to become a student. But do you all give me permission to explain to you what you're going to get in the formula? If you all give me permission, say a yes in the chat. If you all give me permission, because I like to be very clear, if you all give me permission, so you're not buying anything blindly, say yes in the chat. Okay, cool. Because I don't want everyone. And the first 5 people are going to get 3 bonuses from me that I know for a fact that is going to help you out. The first 5, don't come to my DM and say, I didn't get a bonus, is because you weren't the first 5. The first 5 people are going to get a bonus. So before I tell you what you're going to get, I want you all to look at the screen. These are a couple of my students. I don't want to show you everything so you don't get overwhelmed. But this is what one of my students said. Do you all see the deposit that she said? $8,000 in one day using my formula. I've been doing this since 2025. This is not new. I'm true to this. I'm not new to this. Imagine making $8,000 extra because you decided to create a digital asset that makes you money in your sleep. Another one of my students, she's a 9 to 5. She has a full-time job. Does anybody else here have a full-time job? Drop a 1 in the chat. She said, Coach, I'm never picking up overtime again. If I didn't have to be at my job because of my legal papers, I wouldn't even be at my job, to be honest. She does 3 days of work now without no overtime. She started with a 10-pound digital product. Now she's making over 2,000 pounds from a digital product. I'm just saying. I don't know what to tell y'all, but I'm just saying. Another one of my students, she's a nurse. Do we have any nurses in the house? I think I saw a couple of nurses. She decided to create her own course because I taught her how to inside the formula. She teaches other nurses how to become kidney nurses, how to become dialysis nurses. You're a nurse. She teaches other nurses how to become dialysis nurses. She turned it into a digital gold. In her first week, she made 5 sales at $80 each. You do the math. Imagine 5 sales at $80 each. If she didn't do it, she wouldn't be coming, right? She said, I haven't even finished paying you, and I already made my money back in profit. That tells you a lot about her. I got into the Boss Up formula. I completed it overnight. I launched my first digital product. The next night, I made $500 in my sleep. I'm just saying. I created my ebook just by watching the first module inside the formula. I'm just saying. You are not lying. I'm up to $6,700. These are all live screenshots. I'm up to $6,700 now. She did that in 12 days. I don't promise you results, but I promise you a formula that has been tested and trusted. Can somebody put 12 in the chat so you all know that she did the 6,700 in 12 days? Assalamu alaikum, coach. I just made $200 in 5 minutes. I need to drink water on this. $200 in 5 minutes. $200 in 5 minutes, and you're busy breaking your back. The more you write an ebook, the better you get. I can now complete my ebook in 5 hours. I'm becoming dangerous. I'm already inside the course and it's already motivated me. I'm becoming dangerous with your AI Faceless Content Masterclass. Now, do you all remember that I said you can do this faceless if you choose? I highly recommend you do it face forward, but if you choose to do it faceless, you have one extra step. Do you all remember that I said that? Does anybody remember that I said that? So, how are you going to do it faceless? You are going to create AI videos. Everybody comment AI twin. So, instead of you talking like I'm talking, AI is going to be talking for you. So, you don't have to talk. Try and chat if that's you. You want to be faceless. Where are you? Drop a number 1 in the chat if that's you. Okay. So, for the people that want to be faceless, make sure you get the one-time offer, AI Faceless Content, the exclusive offer. Get it for only 57. Throw away money. You throw it away all the time. Some of you all are on monthly subscriptions that you forgot to cancel. That is throw away money. Some of you all spend between $30 to $40 at work to eat, even though you have free money, free food at home. That is throw away money. Some of you all spend $15 every day at Starbucks, even though you have free coffee at home. That is throw away money. You might as well invest it in yourself. You are going to put your card information in. Now, it doesn't matter where you're joining from the world. You can always find your country and put your card information in. However, if you are in the United States, drop a USA in the chat because you have one added advantage that other people do not. If you are in the United States, drop USA in the chat. Okay, Rita. So because you are in the United States, you can get in for as low as $0 today. You can get in for as low as $0 today using Klarna Afterpay. Look at this, $22 for me. It could be $0 for you. It could be $5 for you. It could be $50 for you. Inside the United States, you can use Afterpay or Klarna. You don't have to pay all at once. If you try Klarna and it doesn't work for you, try Afterpay inside the United States. Then you're going to hit the I'm locking in, and then you're going to come and go check your email to make sure you get the confirmation email. And then you're going to come back so we can celebrate you. Now, I promised you 3 bonuses for the first 5 people. Timas, how you doing today? Wa alaikum salam. 3 bonuses for the first 5 people. If you want to know what the bonuses are, just drop a 3 in the chat. It's only for the first 5 people. I love to reward the people that move quickly and expeditiously because they show me that they're about to be successful. Because success loves speed. It doesn't like people that drag. Okay. So you all remember you're going to use Chat GPT. But I designed, see, AI, people say AI is smart, but AI is only intelligent when it has a human intelligence. Human intelligence plus AI intelligence equals to income. If you don't know how to engineer and speak to your AI, you're not going to make money. Thank you, Lady Bo Digital. So here's what you're going to do for the first 5 people. I'm going to give you my chat GPT. So you don't have to know what to tell your chat GPT because it's already inbuilt. If you're happy with this bonus, I want you to comment happy. Now, let me show you what I mean by that because I'm a visual learner too. So I have a chat bot called Idaya's Brain GPT. I built this GPT so you don't have to train your GPT. You can just use mine that I've been using since ChatGPT came out like 4 years ago. It's well trained, it knows exactly how to make you money. Okay, so let me open up my GPT. Let me open up my GPT. I just got this phone, so it's a little slow. I'm trying, I have to like sign into everything all over again. Aha, found it. So let's ask chat itself. What's the difference between the regular chat GPT and Idaya's Brain GPT? Let's ask. I'm in my chat right now. What is the difference between Idaya's Brain GPT and the regular chat GPT? My students want to know. We're on a live.
You could say it like this. Regular Chat GPT is the general AI, while Idaya's Brain GPT is a customized version built around your unique knowledge, methods, and teaching style. So instead of just generic answers, it reflects your approach to helping people turn their skills into income.
Why is your volume so low?
Oh, sorry. I can speak up. Should I keep this level or louder?
Yeah, the volume is low. I don't know why. Okay. Tell me the difference between Idaya's Brain GPT and ChatGPT.
ChatGPT is the general model, and Idea's Brain GPT is a customized version shaped around Idea's own teaching style, methods, and business focus. So while ChatGPT answers anything, Idea's Brain GPT focuses more on things like turning skills into income, creating online courses, building brands, stuff like that.
Y'all got that? Okay. So for the first five people, you're gonna get Idaya's Brain GPT. The moment you get it, you're gonna download it you're gonna download it as a document. It also comes with 50 unique prompts. And then when you click on the link, it's just going to embed itself into your chat GPT. It's gonna make sense when you're doing it. Now, the second bonus that I want to give the first five people, I already see you all coming in now. The second bonus that I want to give to the first five people is also very, very useful. Let me ask you all, which one would you rather do? Would you rather listen to a book or would you rather read a book? Drop it in the chat. Would you rather listen to a book or would you rather read a book? Drop it in the chat. Listen. So I have my ebook to audio exclusive masterclass. My ebook to audio exclusive masterclass is like $50. My Idaya's Brain GPT is $200. My ebook to audio is like $50. So that's 250. I'm going to give you my ebook to audio exclusive masterclass. So after you create your ebook, you can convert it into audio so you can make money two ways. If you're happy, comment happy in the chat. And then the last bonus that I'm going to give the first five people, which is now the first two people, because two people already got in. Congratulations to Ayo Wolabi. Congratulations to Shukra. I need you all to show yourself so we can celebrate you. So the third thing that I'm gonna give you all is my procrastination to profit kit. So if you struggle with procrastination, I want you to drop a one in the chat. Remember, you are going to make income out of the things that you already know and things that people know you for. People know me for consistency. I'm very good at holding myself accountable. I'm very good at showing up even when I don't want to. So, out of that, people ask me, how do you do it? How do you show up consistently? How do you not quit even when you don't see results? So, I decided to create my procrastination to profit kit so you can get rid of your procrastination within 14 days. It is an audio guide and it comes with a journal that you're going to be using every day for the next 14 days. Now, the procrastination to profit kit is $97, meaning you're getting like close to $400 of gifts on a $199 product. So I'm going to be sending you my Idaya's Brain GPT, the procrastination to profit, the ebook to audio. Alexa, set a 10-minute timer. Now, if you want me to
starting now.
Now, if you want me to show you step by step how to get the formula again, just comment, drop a one in the chat, and I'll show you. But you got 10 minutes to do so. You have 10 minutes to do so. Remember, the feeling that you're feeling of fear is a feeling. Your feeling will keep you failing. The formula is what's going to create fortunes. Fear is never going to go away. You're going to learn how to move. Now it's loud. Fear is never going to go away. You're going to learn how to move with fear. I move with fear all the time. It pays off to move with fear. It doesn't pay to stay in fear instead of leading with your faith. So watch this. You are here right now. You're going to touch on my picture. That's step one. Okay. Touch on my picture. Make sure you're following. Touch on my picture again. You're going to touch on where it says stand still, cover me cutie, right here. Okay. When you touch on it, you're going to see the boss up formula. That's exactly where you need to be. No overthinking, because overthinking will leave your bank account on overdraft. These are all the things you're getting in the formula. And if you're one of the first 5 people, you're also getting 3 bonuses that should cost you at least $400. Okay. You're going to scroll down. If you want to be faceless, you're going to get the AI Faceless Content Masterclass right here. Okay. And then you are going to put your card information in or go to Klarna if you are in the United States, and you can get in for as low as $22 today or less. Some of you are going to get in for $0. It depends on how your credit report is. And then when you are done with that, you're going to come here and hit the I'm locking in. Everything gets delivered to your email. You have lifetime access. But what you're not going to do is take a lifetime to create. Hard work doesn't equals to wealth, because if it did, why are you still struggling? Smart work is what equals to work. Wealth. Smart work includes building a system that you only have to create one time and you can sell on repeat. I need you all to realize that the fear of failure is what keeps a lot of people failing. It's like somebody that is on the floor and they're like, I'm too scared of getting up so I don't fall again. The only way you can build your muscle is actually to get up and walk. And if you fall again, so be it, until you build that muscle. What are you scared of? Yes, it's once, Kobe. It's a one time payment. hmm What are you scared of? Failure? There is nobody in this room that hasn't experienced failure. I know I have experienced failure on repeat. I know you have experienced failure because you're still living on paycheck to paycheck. What is there to lose? You spend 199 on bags, on shoes, on makeup, on skincare that you don't even have time to use because your job doesn't allow you. You spend 199 on taking yourself out to eat food you have no business eating. You're going to spend it anyways. If you are in the United States, Kobe, you can use Klarna or Afterpay. It's right there. Yep. You can use Klarna or Afterpay, and it's going to break it down for you. Congratulations, Vivienne. Congratulations, Shukra, and congratulations, Olabi. Oh, you're in Europe, so you don't have that. You don't have that. You have to pay the 199 upfront with your debit or your credit card. It's not going to show up for you. I need you all to realize that the way you were born, yeah, the way you were born was out of your control. But the way you die is going to be a reflection of your decisions. Let me break it down. The way you were born was out of your control, meaning we didn't get to pick our village, we didn't get to pick our mom, our dad, our cousins, our siblings. We just were born and they said, you know what, your name is Idaya. And I said, okay. So I had to roll with the name that they gave me, right? They said, this is $100 bill. I said, okay. They said, this is how to spell your name. Say it after me. Idayat. I said, okay, Idayat. Wa alaikum salam, Umi Juwaira. How you doing today? Right? We didn't get to pick all of that. They picked it for us, fortunately and unfortunately. But the day we die is going to be a reflection of the decisions we took and the ones we decided not to take because we were living in fear. On the day we die, we're going to be exposed to, oh, she ate too much or she ate too little. Oh, she didn't chase her dreams. We can see that. Oh, everything that we refuse to do is going to show up on the day we die. What do you want people to see the day you die? I'm just asking. Are you leading with your faith or are you leading with your fear? I need you to know that they are like a coin of two different sides. The same feeling of fear is the same feeling of faith. You just get drained with fear. Fear is believing something that hasn't happened, but you think it's going to be negative. Yes or no? Is that the definition of fear? You're projecting something negative to happen. Like, what if I pay the 199? I don't make my money back. What if you buy bags that you haven't worn in like 3 years? What happened? Right? And then your faith is believing something that hasn't happened, but you believe it's going to be positive. You have clothes in the attic right now that you haven't worn for years. You buy Ashwebi, you buy party clothes almost every week because you live in Texas. What happened? You might as well invest in yourself. What happened when you invest? What happened? Nothing happened. But if you never go through actually doing it, you will never know if it's going to work for you, Lady Bo Digital. You will never know if it's going to work for you. And a lot of times we have been living in survival mode so long, you don't even recognize that you're living in survival mode no more. Now, survival mode has become a norm for you. Waiting on your paycheck has become a norm for you. Getting paid on Friday and running out of income on Sunday has become a norm for you. And you think that's how everybody's living. And you tell yourself that lie to make you feel comfortable. But as hard as this life has become, we just created our first trillionaire. We are having more billionaires than we have ever had. And Forbes has foresighted that we are going to have more millionaires in the next 35 months that we have ever seen in the last 35 years. But you still want to hold on to your truth that life is hard. One of the most hardest times that we have ever lived was COVID. Life was really hard in COVID, but COVID made a lot of people millionaires. A lot of businesses closed down, but a lot of businesses made money that they have never ever made before in their life. I need you all to comment time. Can somebody put time in the chat? It's never about the economy. It's about the time. When your time comes, it doesn't matter what's happening in the world. When you give God permission to pick you for your time to come, because when you pray, you also have to pay attention, pay money, pay a price to get to where you need to be. It doesn't matter what's happening in the world. When it's your turn, it's just going to be your turn. When it's your turn, it's just going to be your turn. Imagine my student that made $144,000 in 30 days. Imagine if she didn't get the formula. And she said, I'm just scared to pay that 199. I'm just scared to pay that 256. Imagine. She has taken 5 vacations this year. She said, Hidayah, you are the reason that I got to experience first class. I don't know about you all, but who else wants to experience first class flights? Drop a 1 in the chat. She said, and I'm never going back to regular. Because when you experience luxury, then you know how bad you've been suffering. You can never understand how you are suffering until you actually experience the other side of suffering. She said, I am never going back, ever, ever going back. Now she has put herself on on like a level of it has to stay this way, right? And your 10 minutes just lapsed. Alexa, stop the alarm. I have one more availability for one more person today. One more to get the bonus, right? If you need 10 more minutes so you can get this in, because overthinking is why your bank account is on overdraft. I want you all to drop a 10 in the chat and I'll give you 10 minutes and I'll show you step by step before we call it a day. Do not be a looker, be a doer. The people that execute, regardless of how many times they fail, they eventually win. The people that stay safe, they keep being broke because there's nothing good that happens in your safe zone. Hey Titi, how you doing today? Nothing good happens in your comfort zone. Your comfort zone is actually your terror zone. You're terrorizing yourself. Alexa, set a 10-minute timer. Nothing good
10
happens in
minutes
your comfort
starting
zone.
now.
You want to build muscle, you're going to have to cry a little bit, right? When you're picking up those weights, when you're doing those squats. You want to have a healthy heart, you're going to have to walk and not just sit on your couch. You want to live a long life, you're going to have to eat like a rabbit. Even though you're African, right? You have to eat less of fufu and more of vegetables, right? Everything comes with a price that you have to pay. You have to let go of things to be able to receive more things. That's just how life is. So let me show you how to get the formula. Okay. You are here right now. You're going to touch on my picture. Step one. And then you're going to touch on my picture again. When you get here, you're going to touch on Stand Store Cover Me Cutie. Touch on it. Stand Store Cover Me Cutie. Right here. You're going to see the Boss Up Your Skill formula. You are going to read it. You're going to read everything. This is all I'm giving you, right? Everything. It's way too much for $199, but you can have it anyways. My step-by-step expert strategy, my ebook creation masterclass, my mini course creation, my coloring book creation. If you are new to the computer and you are a little scared of the computer and you're not tech savvy, because I'm not, I highly recommend you start by creating your first coloring book to warm you up. Can somebody put coloring book in the chat, right? That's why I put it there. You are going to learn the niches that actually make money. You are going to have over 500 ChatGPT prompts. You're going to have a structured system so you can get unstuck. A lot of you all feel stuck in your own bad habits. I'm giving you the opportunity to work to build your Amazon portfolio so you can become an Amazon partner. You're going to learn how to set up your own stand store, and you're going to learn how to turn your ebook to a physical book. So the people that want the ebook, they can. The people that want the physical book on Amazon, they can also get it. These are the reviews. Go ahead and be my guest and read them. I made my first sale, $29. I made 10,000 pounds in a couple of months. I made $500 in my sleep. I made $65,000 since February. I'm 59 and I can navigate through this easily. $2,000 in less than 3 weeks as a stay at home mom, because stay at home doesn't mean stay broke. Stay at home doesn't mean stay broke. I want to do this faceless. Grab the one-time offer AI Faceless Content Masterclass. Put your card information in, but if you are in the United States, use other people's money to invest. This is what wealthy people do. They use other people's money to start businesses. You could get in for as low as $22. Hit the I'm locking in, and everything gets delivered to your email. Everything gets delivered to your email. Now, for the people that are like, what do you mean by AI faceless content? Let me show you exactly what I mean. So, some of you all are shy. If you're a shy person, drop a one in the chat. Some of you all, because of your job, you can't do social media. If that is you, drop a one in the chat. Some of you all, because of your belief system, you don't want to show your face online. If that is you, drop a one in the chat. That is not an excuse not to. I love that. I love that. I am not shy. You shouldn't make that an excuse not to execute. There are still ways around you with your shy self. Okay. There are still ways around it. Let me show you all one of my AI faceless content videos. As a matter of fact, let me show you on my computer. Let me go to, let me show you on my computer, one of my AI faceless, the most current one that I just created. Y'all want to see it? You're shy, and that's okay, Jawera. Y'all want to see it? Drop a one in the chat. You just need to get the AI faceless content. So you okay. Why do you all keep asking me to log in each time? Get out. Let me log in. Okay, I'm opening up my computer. It's a little slow, so ah. Y'all want to see my video, my AI twin? If you want to see my AI twin, comment twin in the chat. If you want to see my AI twin, ah, be quiet, nah. Don't tell them something just yet. If y'all want to see my AI twin, comment AI twin in the chat. Don't tell us yet. Why are you like this now? Slow down. You talk too much. Let me show you all. Okay. I haven't even posted it. If that was a 10 over 10, drop 10 over 10 in the chat. If that was a 10 over 10, drop 10 over 10 in the chat. Okay, okay. I made this with inside here as well. Like I'll teach you how to do all of this. You could put yourself in any environment. Look at it. Pink, paid, and coffee shop. You'll see that? I put myself in there. I put myself on the streets. I put myself on the streets of New York. I put myself on the streets of New York because why not? Eh? Why not? So that's the kind of content that you're going to be creating. Sorry about that. That was me. That's the kind of content that you're going to be creating with your AI faceless content. So you don't have to show your face. And you can also allow your children to learn it. They can also open an account. They don't have to show their face. They can create their own model. It doesn't have to be their face that they use. They can use a random one on what's it called? They can use a random one that I teach them inside the apps that I use to teach them to do it. So yeah. If you are checking out right now and you need a few more minutes, I just want you to drop a one in the chat before we end this live. If you're checking out right now, you need a few more minutes. I want you to drop a one in the chat and I'll show you how to get the formula today. If you come back later and the price has increased, don't be mad at me. That is on you, not me. Thank you for the roses. Okay, because you refuse to move quickly, so you got left behind. And the people that don't move quickly, they end up paying more. You can ask my students, it happens all the time. Okay, so you are here right now. You're going to touch on my picture. Okay, and then you're going to touch on my picture again. When you get here, you're going to touch on Stan Store Cover Me Cutie right here. Okay, now you got to the formula. You're going to read the information. You're going to turn your skills into income so you can lay your tired back down. So you can spend more time with your husband. So you can travel back home without having anxiety. So you are here. You're going to touch on the AI faceless content if you don't want your village people to see you. You're going to grab the AI faceless content. This is a one-time offer of 57. It's automatically going to go into your cart. Then you're going to put your country, whatever country you're signing up from. You're going to put your card information in, or you can use Klarna, other people's money, right? To get in for as low as $22 on my side. Some of you are going to get lower than that. Alexa, stop the alarm. So if you have successfully become my student today, I want you to comment success. If you are working on it, I want you to comment work on it. If you have a question, I want you to drop your question. Your biggest fears, I want you to drop it in the chat. Because before you know it, this year is going to come to an end. And you are going to still be doom scrolling while other people are earning. Congratulations, Viv. Congratulations, Umijuwera. You are going to be watching Viv, Umijuwera, Shukura, Ayo, Olubukola, watching them win while you're still doom scrolling. Because the same social media account that you open up every day and you spend hours on is the same social media account that are making people millions. I'm just saying. Working on being a student. Got you. Correct. If you are still thinking, right? By the time you're done thinking, the price has doubled. I'm very good at doing this. This is what I do for a living. And I teach my students how to be me in their own way. So, congratulations, Viv, for picking yourself and investing in yourself. You didn't only invest in yourself, you're actually building legacy. Can somebody put legacy in the chat? Because anything you do for yourself to become the better version of yourself, it's not just about you, it's also about your children. Your children are going to see you. They're going to be very proud of you. Just like my children tell me all the time, Mom, I'm so proud of the woman you're becoming. My first child, she's 17. She's like, Mom, I've seen you evolve over the years. And these kids don't know that they're getting spoiled now because I'm so proud of the woman you're becoming. We were talking about sports the other day. So I was telling them everybody's going to have an active sport that they're going to do this school year. And she was like, girls, if you don't get on it, I used to want to join a volleyball team, but it was thousands of dollars and my mom and dad couldn't afford it. Now, mom is literally begging you all to go join a sport when she knows for a fact that it's going to cost her thousands of dollars. I don't know about you all, but that's luxury to me. Luxury to me is to be able to say more yeses to my children than no. Luxury to me is to be able to lay my back down and earn. Luxury to me, right, is to be able to put my bills on automation. I don't know about you all, but it feels really good to have your bills automated. Like some people be thinking about the astronomical things. I be thinking about what is luxury to me. Luxury to me is to be able to make my parents' dreams come true. And allow my children to watch me spoil my parents. Because it comes to a point in time when you start parenting your parents and your children are watching every single step. And they're going to use the exact same strategy to parent you as well. I'm just saying, okay? I'm just saying. Just saying. Just saying. You know, the world has evolved. Back in the day, you had to use your energy to make money. In this day and age, you use your brain to make money. I wish I knew what I knew today. I wish I knew it like a decade ago. Thank you. What I knew today, I wish I knew it a decade ago. The best time to start something was 20 years ago. But do you all want to know the next best time to start something for yourself? The best time to start something was 10 years, 20 years ago. But do you all want to know exactly, Vivian? The next best time is now, because the people that are looking right now, they and acting right now, they're going to be the people that are going to be celebrating in the next 6 months. Imagine being able to replace your job with your business in the next 6 months. I did it. The moment I hit the $100,000 in 6 months, I was like, I'm never going back to my nursing job. I am never going back to my nursing job because nursing, if nobody tells you, I'm going to tell you, it feels like being a slave in a Gucci coat. It is very prestigious, but it's very pressurizing. Just because you love to help people doesn't mean it has to be through nursing. I'm helping people right now. I'm making women and moms become millionaires. That's what I'm doing. Like I'm literally helping the economy grow. There are so many ways you can help people. You shouldn't have to break your back to do it. You shouldn't have to break your back to do it. You shouldn't have to. Okay, I see 19 people on the site. I'm going to give you all the last 5 minutes so you can complete your transaction, and then we're going to call it a day. Alexa, set a 5-minute countdown.
5 minutes, starting now.
Yes. I don't know about you all, but I want to go to Hajj next year, and I want all of us to be there, the money makers. Do you all know how expensive Hajj is? Do you all have an idea? Ah, okay. We're gonna meet up in Hajj next year. If you're claiming it, say I claim it in the chat. If you want me to show you how to get the formula one last time before the 5 minutes goes away, just drop a 1 in the chat and I'll show you. And then I'm gonna go have breakfast, wake up the kids. They want to get their hair done today, so I'm gonna let them wash their hair, and their older sister is gonna start retwisting their hair. I know that's right, Coach Titi. Okay. So don't freeze. Don't get frozen. You don't freeze when you're checking out on Amazon. You don't freeze when you're checking out on TikTok Shop. You shouldn't freeze to invest in yourself. You are not spending money. You are investing money in your future self. So don't freeze now. Okay. Good afternoon, Temi. You are here right now. You're going to touch on my picture. Make sure you're following. Touch on my picture again. Some of you all have been watching me since day one and you're still overthinking, right? You're here right now. Stand, store, cover me, cutie. Touch on it. When you touch it, you're going to go to the boss up formula. That's what you want to learn. You want to learn how to turn what you already know into a system that can make you money even while you sleep. Okay? This is everything you are going to learn and more. I have one more slot left to get the 3 bonuses. You're going to grab the AI Faceless Content Masterclass with it. You're going to put your card information in. You're going to hit the Klarna. If you're in the United States, use other people's money. You're going to get it breaking down so you don't have to pay everything at once. And then you are going to touch on the I'm locking in to lock in. Like I said earlier, you have lifetime access, but what you are not going to do is take a lifetime to create, because what's the point? A lot of you all think you're missing out something in your life. You all want to know what you're missing. You move too slowly. You invest, you ghost. You think buying something is the solution. You don't know buying and execution is what you need. You wonder why nothing is working. Nothing is working because you're not working it. I told you all I'm a strict coach, and I'm going to tell you everything you don't want to hear. If you don't build your self-discipline to actually work it, everything is going to stay the same. And it's not that you don't have self-discipline. It's just that you're a people pleaser. You show up for the job that you hate, that underpays and overworks you. You show up mad, you show up messy. But when it comes to time to show up for yourself, you say tomorrow. And then tomorrow becomes next week. And then next week becomes next month. And then next month becomes I'll start again next year. So nobody's keeping you stuck. You're the one keeping your own self stuck. The moment you can start moving with speed, the better you're going to become. The better is your bank account going to become. Timmy, I just showed you. Were you here when I was showing it? You just touch on my picture, then you touch on my picture again, and you go get the formula in my bio. The moment you start moving with speed, yeah. The moment you start moving with speed, the better it is for you. When you move slowly, you overthink. When you overthink, you stay the same. Everything, so does your bank balance. Everything stays the same. Nobody's coming to save you. And if you don't save your children as well, they're going to be there. They're going to be thinking it's a norm. I saw my mom work really, really hard, but that doesn't mean she was wealthy. We don't want that title of hard work no more. We want the title of successful. People will quickly label you hardworking because they see the hard work, but they don't see the results. The moment they start seeing the results, they're not going to call you a hard worker no more. They're going to call you successful. They are going to call you successful. What's today? Today is 14. Okay, 10 days. They are going to call you successful. So congratulations to everybody that signed up today. Alexa, stop the alarm. I'm truly proud of you all. And I can't wait to see you on the other side of making more money. I'll talk to you all later. Hey babe, Joban send the balance you can so leg lane almost draw the Friday because over $2,000. So by me send the 356 but to send the Jackie Mo can they some